Welcome all.
Yeah.
What up?
Welcome to Popping the Nerdom with PopNerdom.
With your hostess with the most nerdists.
Okay. I didn't know what to go with that.
Me neither.
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hitting like. And thank you for subscribing.
Tell a friend, or I'll tell my friend.
He'll shoot your ass. Is that Packers and Hanz and I sit down, talk about all kinds of nerd shit that affects our lives.
Yes.
Profoundly.
Mm-hmm. Keeps us up at night.
I'll be your boy Six.
Your boy Hanz.
And we thank you for coming by, stopping by. Thank you for the people that always come through.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for hitting like.
Shout out my boy Pasquale.
Pasquale all day, AK Faso all day.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say thanks to Retro Blasting, because a few weeks back we mentioned.
Yeah, shout out Retro Blasting.
And they gave us a bunch of fucking views.
Shout out them.
Yeah. All right, go on, man. What we got today?
Right,
you have something good to talk about today.
So I was going down a rabbit hole. And I was just thinking, because thinking about the name change, right?
Mm-hmm.
The name drop of Fox in 21st Century to just 21st Century Studios, originally 21st Century Fox Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, wow, Disney's really going hard with their branding, And I'm like, yeah, but they paid whatever, 17 billion, whatever. So
yeah, that was your argument, that they paid
right?
a lot of money. They have a right to do whatever they want with it.
But
right.
I feel like they're really just trying to delete them completely. And what I mean by that is, not only are they dropping the Fox, but they're also going to be remaking some of their best hits, like Home Alone, Cheaper by the Dozen, Night at the Museum, and of course the X-Men, and these are just the ones that are greenlit. But not only
are they remaking like Die Hard?
Well, I don't think they should do that.
Right, but that's what I mean. Like when you're saying the bigger hits, you mean the hits that fit.
The family, within
Disney
their Disney,
branding.
yes.
So
exactly.
like they're consuming the stuff that Disney already was like, we should go down this route.
And then I was like, what did they cancel? And they cancel shit like, all Fox, Marvel, anything, you know what I mean? Anything that was going to come out.
Right. Except for New Mutants. That's still coming out.
Yeah, that is still coming out.
And I wonder why. I've been questioning that for a little bit now.
Because they canceled Gambit.
They canceled Gambit.
They also canceled something called Foster, which was already made. It's from Fox's animation studio, Blue Sky.
Okay.
And it was like slotted and all of that. And they're like, no.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's interesting. In the point to you that I'm trying to bring is like, they're really going hard with this branding. With like they're trying to corner the family market, bro. Like.
And that, yes, but then the question I think becomes then, why buy Fox? Why not just buy some of the shit that they had? Like, why not just buy those children? Like, because we thought, you and I thought, and my argument continues to be, and has always been, once you own Fox, you have a place for your adult entertainment.
Exactly.
They used to own Miramax 100 years ago. They used to own like places where you could do. There's some I forgot what other company they owned, but they did have a chance to. They stopped making rated R movies because they started letting go of all those things. But why buy a company in which you can make rated R movies and not make rated R movies?
And then also not only not making rated R movies, but not even pushing it to like, I guess New Mutants is almost 17. I think that's what it is, yo.
Because I
think New Mutants, they're like, yo, let's see
how far we can go.
Yeah,
with
how
it.
far we.
But let me tell you this: they canceled Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
They canceled Tigra. They canceled Dance Floor. Already those things were things that were pushing the limit, and they killing it. So yeah, I mean, understandably, branding is a very important thing for Disney. But
Are they trying to kill that? Like, are you like?
I'm more curious: are they trying to kill the rated R market?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I meant by corner. Like, they want to make. They want to PG everything, bro.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of fucking money.
It is.
PG-13 is a lot of fucking money. But
not everything needs to be in that form. Some things need to be told with a little graphic.
And some things need to be rated R so that you have entertainment for somebody else. So you won't spend as much money. You get some money back. But Deadpool was rated R, and Deadpool made a ton of money. There's a couple of rated R comedies that have made money in the last couple of years. I mean, the rated R market is not that it's not viable. It's not that it doesn't make money. It's that it doesn't make as much money. But the point is that you, in a rated R market, you don't make a science fiction movie. Usually. In a rated R market, you make a drama that doesn't cost you $107 million to make. It costs you 30.
Yeah, 50 at the most, 70.
Right. Like 70, you're talking about like you got superstar power.
Yeah,
right.
Everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
In every scene, there's like somebody that like is an Oscar winner or some shit. But it's a market that you can make with 40 million and make 100 million back, 200, 300 million. And that doesn't seem like an important amount anymore to make $100 million. It doesn't seem like, like why when you're making billions. But what about the entertainment then? What about
the art form of itself?
Yeah, and what about the stories that you have to tell that are a
little grittier?
Yeah, edgier, and somebody being shot in the face. And sure, you have other companies that can do that. Warner Brothers can do that, or whomever else. But like Fox has always been a big player in that market, so why not just keep it and keep writing on that? You know what I mean? Excuse me. I'm curious if it's as important to kill an R market than to establish a Disney market first. You know what I mean?
I think they're trying to do it simultaneously, because even with the stuff like from Fox, even the stuff that they're releasing, right? All of this, like I feel like they're a little too hitched to nostalgia, because it's a lot of stuff that came out 20 years ago being
or more.
You know what I mean?
It's bringing back Star Wars. And nostalgia has been a problem with movie making for the last, let's say, since the 2000s. I believe that the millennial market has become more obsessed. You're a millennial, right?
Yeah, sad. Yeah.
But your generation, I think, has become more obsessed with the past, thus making it more available for anybody to be like, oh, you like the past? Here's some shit from the past. You like it, right? So I don't blame Disney. I don't blame anybody from trying to make money off of it. But I do wonder, how low are you willing to go to keep making billions rather than keeping a flourishable market that is fresh in some degrees, like, because there are people that like a Tarantino movie. There are people that like
And it's so interesting that you went down that route, because all these other streaming services are partnering up with, like a Kevin Hart, Ava DuVernay, and by partnering up, I don't mean just hiring them. I'm talking about giving them a budget,
right, and being like, go do your thing,
and go do your thing. That's partnering up. The Rock, this, but Disney really isn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. And that's why I was talking about, like, I feel like they're hitching themselves on nostalgia, because not only is it, I feel like they're like lacking new things, and by new I mean like in the rate that everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I feel like there's more reshoots, and this is for them stuff like that we've seen. You know what I mean? Because like I said, there's a lot of shit that's greenlit that we don't know about, but from the stuff that we've seen, that's public stuff, is more reboots and reshoots and stuff like that than it is new stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
So it's like, could that
And
be
even-
the
even what-
downfall?
Even the new things are extensions of something
exactly
that we already
very
know.
much,
Right.
very much.
I don't know if it's a downfall.
Yeah, because I don't think it's downfall because they'll ever go broke. But do you think it will get redundant, dude? Like you said, like remember we were talking about a few episodes ago. Like everybody, a few episodes ago, that we were talking about the Disney fatigue. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is how these other
Movie studios.
are going to combat that, is that they're doing these partnerships.
Yeah, but I mean, the problem is, look, the beauty of the PG-13 market is that everybody can go to a movie. Everybody can go. If you're gonna combat it by making 40 R-rated movies, that's a lot of production money. So what's your real turnaround? You know,
Very true.
and what's your I think Disney has been providing the market with a formula that actually works, that really gets to the point where you can say, if you follow this formula, you will do good.
Very cookie cutter, and also if you don't follow it, we will take you off our movie, because they do that. So that's another thing too. Another question is, are these people looking for these partnerships, these Kevin Hart's, The Rocks, Ava DuVernay, blah 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 blah, these people, you know what I'm saying? Are they not wanting to go over there because of the stranglehold that these motherfuckers have? That's another because they could be looking, but people could not be wanting. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very strong possibility too, that people feel like I don't have any freedom to do unless I do it this way. But Fox suffer from that too. Fox itself suffer from that, because Fox would be a company that would be like, well, this is what we want to see, and you're gonna have to change that. And then what happens when everybody chokes? So, you know, like we're in a circle of things. Like, it used to be studios were basically kind of independent at the beginning, kind of. They just wanted to make money. So studios were like, hey, here,
Investors.
you're a creator, create and make me money. I just give you money so you can make me money back. So then the creator was king. Then it became the actor was king. Then it became the director was king. Then it became the writer was king. And now it's become the studio's king again. Because the studio in all those cycles had a big hand. Always in
the percentages kept getting bigger.
Right, but in the 70s, it became a director's market. So if you're a director that everybody liked, then the studio would be like, here's a ton of money, go do what you want. But in the 80s, the studio came back and was like, all right, come your ass down. I understand you're great or whatever.
Also, that comes with technology getting better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, yeah, when we got these hot young guys that are doing things crazy for cheaper, for faster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're right.
But now it's back to the studio. Like, I think Marvel took the wrong cue from Disney took the wrong cue from Marvel. That Marvel had a creating force that was like, we need these things to happen like this. Go do your thing, but make sure these things are mentioned. I don't care how you do it. Get it done, but make sure these things are mentioned. And I think Disney took that as, or like, I don't want to say Kathleen Kennedy, but that's a good example of it, because like Lucasfilm suffered from a lot of firing directors and things not going the way that you want to, and get the fuck out of here, we do it over from scratch. And it's very curious that they don't seem to give anything freedom to be a thing. Like, they following the Feige is a very smart man to be like, I'm hiring he's a good commander, a good
He
general.
knows how to put people
Right,
to succeed.
Right, generals hire good soldiers that command. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be like, yo, I need this done. It's not that I'm gonna tell you how to do it. I know you can get it done. Go do it.
I've seen what you did over there.
Right. So come over
We have
here.
more money, a better equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come do your thing.
Make it fly.
Right. But I need you to get it done, and I need this in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, in contrast, something like Disney in general, like the Disney formula that was so tired, right? But Disney always, even since Walt Disney was alive, was a place where like Walt Disney's the man. Walt Disney tells you this is what you're going to do.
Oh, he had final say.
Right. And so it didn't matter that your cartoon was fantastic. If he didn't like one thing about your cartoon, that shit was gone. And then you had to replace it with whatever he said he wanted to be changed to. You know what I'm saying? But where is the part where the creative force, that's why in the 90s you had a rise of independent studio films and independent filmmakers that was so big.
Film festivals too. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why that raised so big, because the studio was choking everything else, and everybody was like, you know what? I can't trust the studio, so I just need somebody to give me money. Unfortunately, that somebody was Weinstein, who's a piece of shit, but he really put a lot of shit out that we wouldn't have if it wasn't for him. Yeah. And Miramax and Weinstein and the Weinstein Company and Miramax are responsible for a giant shift in how studios let go. But now it's back, that strength. And I'm curious, what's the next step? Because right now, you and I can buy, with $5,000, a movie studio.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would be low budget, but it would be.
But we can.
Yeah, you're right.
With Premiere and with After Effects or with Avid and with anything that we can make it work right now with $5,000. Way better than before, where you had to have.
What $5,000 do for you back then?
Not even hire you an actor, bro.
The film. The film that you need to record it on was so expensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What? You fighting people for takes.
And so, I'm curious to what's going to happen, because I think YouTube was the place where that was starting to happen, where people were coming into YouTube and creating something new, something independent, without anybody's forced to do anything about it. But it was a recognizable environment, YouTube, because you could, with your cell phone today, create something that is YouTube ready. And put some effects on it and blah, 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 blah.
YouTube and good,
it's YouTube good. Right? And then I can tell you, oh, that's well directed, even though it's 3 minutes long or whatever it is. Josh Trank, the guy that did Fantastic with the 4 in the A, Fantastic, he started doing YouTube videos. I mean, he was a student of film, of course, but he just started there. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to what's gonna happen in the future. But you're right. I wonder how much of the chokehold that Disney's putting into things is gonna cost them back. In the shorter run, I think it's coming closer to becoming something, because maybe not so much. I think right now we're living in their hype.
And I feel like they're gonna see success, but I feel like obviously there's gonna be a sneak winner. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't, even though Disney is the powerhouse, I don't see them as a favorite in this race. Just because
I see them falling into a formula.
Yep, and
then they're gonna make the same amount of money. It's on a hike. It's gonna plateau, and then it's gonna come down a little bit, and it's gonna be like, this is where we're at. This is what we do. Move on with our day.
I'm telling you, they gotta do the partnerships, man.
I mean, I don't know. On the other hand, look. They're doing another Bambi live action, right?
Yep.
So they think they found a formula that works because it makes money, but this is to one side, to which is like you find a formula that makes money, but that's gonna burst out because nobody's liking anything that you're doing.
Bro.
People keep showing up though, but
Because the name itself.
right,
That's
but,
why I said hitchhiking on nostalgia.
right. But then on the other hand, Obi-Wan show stopped production. And the reason why he stopped production, according to Ewan McGregor, I don't know how right he is because he feels that now that there's no Star Wars movie going on right now, they can put all their efforts into making a better show. It was good. It could be better. So they stop all the production so they can go back to writing and being like, we can do better than this. So let's do better than this. Now, is that good? Absolutely.
Why I ain't start off like that?
Because and that's my point. But
Do it right or do it twice.
right. But guess what? At least they didn't shoot it all.
Yes.
And then replaced it. They didn't shoot 70% of it. Like
and then like, no, we're just gonna make these little twists here.
or like what happened with Solo, 70% shot and be like, nah, you guys to go, and then bring somebody else in to reshoot that 70% so that they can have, you know what I'm saying? So, I think it has two faces, that coin, and somebody's paying attention somewhere, and I think this is the time that they have, because they're making so much money hand over fist. This is the time that they have to figure it out, rather than falling into a complete machine that makes them
predictable
$100,000. Maybe make a machine that makes you predictable $1 billion. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not just fall into a place where everybody's happier? You know. Yeah, man, that's how I feel about that.
I mean, I like what the one thing I'll give these smaller, players and studios is I like the fact that they're giving people money, and because y'all don't know everything.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And there's so much in between.
And you can trust an old man somewhere to just be like, this is what the young people like because this is how you make movies. No. Things change. Things are changing.
Ever changing.
And you always need new blood. You always need new blood.
Mm-hmm.
That's why our government doesn't work anymore, because there's no new blood in it. This is why big ass studios don't work anymore.
That's why old corporation jobs are phasing out and stuff like that.
Because those things don't work anymore. And you have to get new blood to come with their own ideas, and you have to assimilate them to be like, this is what the future is.
You know what also is a possibility of Disney doing this too? Because remember, Disney does all of this stuff, say some of this shit sucks, the Home Alone and the whatever, and then some of the reboots, the Bambi, all of that shit sucks. That's America's cinema in a global scale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can foresee, I've been watching, because of Netflix and these other players, I've been seeing a lot of foreign shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ain't playing out there, bro.
No,
man. Parasite.
Yo, bro.
That was a movie.
Yeah.
That was a real movie.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I saw Inception.
Right.
Like, I'm like, this was a movie.
Like something that transports you and makes you have a reaction.
Reading this I guarantee you, reading this script, I'm telling you, people were moving. You were like, because,
And especially because Parasite is something that starts one way in a place that you like. Why would you even imagine that it was gonna go that way?
How?
Right?
How? And it's so subtle. It's never like, just, is it? Is it? And before you know it, bam!
Yeah, shit just hit the fan. Unbelievable,
beautiful. So that's another thing that can happen, bro. Is like, just being overthrown. American cinema kind of is number one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But at a certain point, how long is that going to last?
Exactly. With
even the Roman Empire fell. Bro.
Exactly, baby.
Yeah, man.
Bollywood on that ass.
Everybody love a good Bollywood number.
Shoulder shake. Yeah, baby. Quick blitz it.
Let's blitz.
That's the end of the video. And bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it.